What's up guys, it's USA Specialist, and yesterday DICE added one of Battlefield's best ever modes, and I gotta say, its return is a mixed bag. This week we got Season 7's first event, Crimson Front. Per usual, the event is just a cheap way to get players to buy limited time cosmetics in exchange for thrown together, low effort content. But this time around, we got to see the return of one of Battlefield's most notorious modes. While Frontline's popularity has dropped over the years, those of us who remember the good old days of Frontlines on Battlefield 1 will most likely tell you it's one of our all-time favorite modes. A symmetrical tug-of-war where each team pushes and pulls until they arrive at the opponent's base, where they engage in a mini game of rush. The first team to push the enemy back and then destroy both MCOMs wins, in a mode that can last a huge amount of time, allowing players to rack up kills, develop strategies, and implement map knowledge, or at least that's what it used to be. While Battlefield 2042's implementation of the fan-favorite mode isn't totally horrible, it feels like a cheap copy, made by a dev team that never actually experienced its heyday, and are instead trying to recreate how they think the mode is supposed to work. In general, the mode is intact. The basic premise of tug-of-war, with a chain of capture points leading to MCOMs, is still all there, but much of the creativity, multiple approaches, and player agency is gone. DICE has instead tightened up the mode and sadly created something that feels more like Breakthrough than Battlefield 1's best mode. Players' movement is heavily restricted, especially in maps like Redacted, that for some reason has the lower tunnel blocked off, and very tight kill boundaries, something that's in stark contrast to the original concept. It's almost like DICE has totally switched gears over the past year, from big, open, useless maps like Hourglass, to as grindy and restrictive an experience as they can make. Frontlines, especially back in the day on maps like Amiens, was about outmaneuvering your enemies and using map knowledge to set up flanks and help pierce through the enemy's front from multiple directions. Instead, today, especially on maps like Redacted, it's just a total grind where players go back and forth for upwards of an hour, because the maps are so restrictive that you can only push forward down one or two pathways. Now, other maps like Discarded do accommodate the mode much better, however there are some balancing issues that just don't make sense, at least not in their current form in 2042. Number one of which is giving the MCOM defending team not just one tank, but multiple, with the ability to pick from different vehicles at the same time. Attacking MCOMs is already the most tedious part of the mode, and defending teams will immediately set up shop and spam the MCOMs with tank shells. It takes the mode from a grind to an all-out clusterfuck for no reason. While the mode is fun with its head-to-head battles, it highlights issues in grenade spam, map design, and game balance, while also drawing attention to DICE's player testing and their unnecessary changes like the many nerfs to Irish. It's not that Frontlines is bad, it's that it feels unbalanced while only on 4 maps that aren't very well laid out to accommodate such a mode. Add in some questionable decisions made by DICE on top of the current state of gunplay, recoil, vehicle spam, and gadget balance, and you're setting almost every mode up for failure. Just think about how many tries it took DICE to get core modes like Conquest and Breakthrough to work after years of testing and feedback. A brand new mode shoehorned into 4 seemingly random maps will obviously have issues. But guys, drop those comments below and tell me if you're enjoying the new mode. For everything else Battlefield, stay tuned and subscribe, and as always, thank you guys for watching.